All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
P19! Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. 56, 56.
That one man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Brady gives to Michel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Wait, set. 53. Shadow. So we got man. Hey, Charlie. We own it. Watch me hit.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Michel. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Benjamin Watson. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Throwing again. Allen. And his pass incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Jones on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady, he's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Allen going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
He's tired of me. Stay home.
And here's Allen throwing again. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get that quarterback alert. Get that quarterback,
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, orbit.
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw on 3rd down, Barkley. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. On the return is Jones. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, you got D? 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Brady to throw. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, New England.
Wait, that 53. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Hey, check it. 53, Mike.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Easy.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Taron Johnson made the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now they'll throw with Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure this out.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's coming. We got double up.
A toss play. This is Peterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Barkley. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 29. Alpha. Check 53. Yeah, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Fire!
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
We got to step it up. 58's the mic.
From the gun, Barkley. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a 1st down here.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You're trapped.
Operating from the gun, Barkley, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air on 2nd down. Barkley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
My 52. I'm coming.
Now Barkley. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. But we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his 3rd season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis, but only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more. On first down, it's White. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Patriots first down.
Wait, that wide 20. No gain on this defense, no gain. 72.
They'll run on first down. It's White, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Brady finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
From the gun, Barkley. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 70.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Check 13. Let's go.
Here's Peterson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
18 Gator. 65. Yo, go. Check 3, check. Hey, wahoo. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, he's driven.
Now on second down, this is Gore. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready,
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Bandit. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, Delta. Watch a slap. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Barkley. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
58, right there. Tighten up. Pull it together. 58.
On fourth down, Barkley. And that's caught by Beasley. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Ready. 58, Mike. Tackles.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 19-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Hey.
They run again with Peterson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Hey, Charlie. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Here's Barkley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Running for it, here's Peterson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run again on first down, Peterson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the Patriots' 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Leo. Buzz. Ready.
On second down now. It's Peterson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Come on, set. 6 yards. Double dog. That's the way.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills are forced to settle for 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Michel. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 1st downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st down, Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Brady gives this to White. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Line 49. Check.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
So this will wind up a victory.